Have you ever seen this much chocolate leading the city of New York? And then go down the line. Look who's here. This is representative of the city. That's why people are hating on me.
Wow. All right, Harold, when I was reading this line, have you ever seen this much chocolate leading the city of New York? I mean, I didn't know whether that was offensive. Is that offensive to the people he was referencing?
I think he was trying to say that there's a vast amount of African-American leadership.
Well, he's articulate. Why do you call him chocolate?
So look, Jeanine Pirro is angry at Eric Adams, angry and drunk, let's make that clear, but angry at Eric Adams. And I get it, he's a guy who makes people angry all the time. Is him referring to the fact that he's trying to demonstrate that there's a lot of diversity in the city government right now offensive? I will leave that to each individual to decide. But I love that she couldn't ask if what he said was offensive without calling the black man articulate, which, so we can debate that too. But first, it actually gets into an even weirder and wilder place in this clip.
Well, he's articulate. Why do you call him chocolate?
He might not have had him enough time. He might have been trying to condense it. Look, I would have said it differently.
I think it's a compliment.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in the room was offended.
Yeah, no one in the room was offended.
Harold, you're like my Cadbury egg.
He's my Snickers.
My peppermint patty, an Oreo. That's it. All right, that's enough there. Okay.
You call me an Oreo?
Yeah. Okay, next.
Black on the
okay,
outside,
do you like the fact that he compared himself to
Snickers
Jesus?
better. I'm DP Snickers.
We're done with you, Harold.
Okay, so the Cadbury egg, the Snickers, kind of annoying, kind of cringy. Jeanine Pirro's like, hey, that looks like fun. I want to get involved. And she cannot throw out a single dessert that doesn't have some sort of baked in racial meaning. I don't know if she came out of this experience understanding what it is that she just did. Sharon, do you want to explain it to her?
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
Do I have? I go with the first thing that you said about her as a qualifier. Lay off the sauce, okay? Get this lady out of the chair and let's sober her up here, because I hope that's what was going on with her. Don't you hope that, and I hate to say that because who wants someone to be sauced at work? But maybe that's how you get through it when you work with certain people at certain places. But what do you want me to say about it? Racist, wrong. Why are you doing this? And why is she still here? As in front of us.
Yeah, I know some people might think that we're like being mean to her by pointing out that she is likely not completely there, but what's the alternative explanation? I would say that that's worse. So we're speaking defense for. By the way, the idea that, like referring to Harold Ford Jr. as an Oreo, either because you do or do not understand the racial component of that. But bear in mind, Fox has been very clear about calling someone an Oreo is racist in the past. They lauded the fact that Senator Tim Scott, who had been referred to as that, there was a Texas Democratic official that had resigned after calling him an Oreo, and they called it a racist attack. How opportunistic must they be being for them to identify that a slur is actually racist? And here she is just throwing it around live on the 5 to potentially millions of viewers. So isn't that fun? Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.